Hello and welcome back to Graf Woodshop. My name is Josh Graf, and today we're going to be making this little amplifier for your phone's speaker. Yeah, if your phone is being a little too quiet, you want just a little bit more volume out of it, and you want to make this, stay tuned. We're going to see how to do it. I'm using some 3/4 inch plywood today. This piece that I've got here, I believe this is actually an old cabinet door, so whatever 3/4 inch plywood you got laying around, that's what we're going to be using today. You could use some other stuff, but I kind of wanted to find a use for this today, and honestly, it was either use this or get rid of it. So let's get after it. So first things first, we're just going to sand this thing up so that when we glue all our layers together, we're actually going to have it stick together nice and neat. From there, it's over to the table saw. I'm making 3 separate 5x5 squares, just one right after the other, until I got all 3 squares ready to go. From there, I'm making measurements to cut a hole in the top for the phone to set in. The measurements are going to be different depending on the size of your phone, so just measure your phone, figure out how big your opening needs to be, and get it all marked. I'm really marking the 2 ends that I'm going to drill out using my drill bit here in just a second. So that's the plan. So I take the bottom piece, put it to the side, and then put a scrap in order to drill into here so we don't have any tear out on the back. I'm using a 3/4 inch spade drill bit here, but whatever you got, make it work, and we're just cutting some holes here so we can get this opening all started up. After both the holes are all drilled, I'm going to take the jigsaw and just connect each hole from both sides until the centerpiece just falls right on out. Now I'm going to mark the cut for our middle slice. This is where the sound is going to be bouncing around to try and make it louder. I'm just making a diagonal cut from where we drilled the hole through the middle piece out to the edges, so you can see what it looks like there, hopefully. But yeah, we're going to make the cut. We're using the jigsaw and get it all done. You could One thing I wish I'd done just a little bit differently is I wish I had gone ahead and smoothed out the corners where the drill bit was. Cutting with the jigsaw doesn't always make things nice and neat. Maybe either using the router instead or just cleaning that up with some sandpaper. But this thing's just going to be living in the shop, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to get the job done. And this is where you can really see this whole idea coming together. We've got this solid bottom, the middle piece where our sound's going to be bouncing around and getting louder, and the top with the slots cut into it for us to set our phone into. So yeah, let's glue this thing together.
Five hours later.
Alright, so it is 5 hours later, and now I'm going to take this old chisel I've got, clean up some of the glue, squeeze out on the inside, and do a little bit more sanding before we finish this thing all up.
My name is Josh Graff, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this little step stool that I made for the kitchen.